They really are going all out with this series. Hey everybody, Templar74 here with another Yu-Gi-Oh video, and today's Yu-Gi-Oh video is going to be an episode impression regarding the latest episode of Yu-Gi-Oh VRAINS, episode 9, part 1 of Playmaker vs. Revolver. Now, this episode, like the past 8, this is really arguably Yu-Gi-Oh at its best. The episode starts off with a quick recap of episode 8, and we see the duel beginning between Playmaker versus Revolver. And it's revealed that Revolver is an anti-advancist, a anti-technologist, basically a technology phobe. And that is really interesting and ironic, frankly, because VRAINS, I mean, this is probably the most in-depth with technology Yu-Gi-Oh has ever done. So the fact that the biggest villain is a modernist and really hates technology, there's a lot of irony there. And even Ignis quotes that. He's like, wait a minute, he's the leader of the Knights of Hanoi, a skilled hacker, and yet he hates technology. Like, Ignis is like, there is something wrong here with this guy, which, I mean, is pretty obvious. But Revolver says that his aim is to destroy Ignis and this false technological world, as the only thing that matters, at least in his opinion, is a human heartbeat, a human life. And right before the duel actually starts, before the first cards are drawn, Revolver goes and turns VRAINS literally to hell. So now him and Playmaker and Revolver are literally dueling in hell. And even Zaizen's like, what is this? It looks like hell. And he asks Ghost Girl to follow them. So, yeah, the duel starts off. Playmaker can tell, and he can sense Revolver's hatred and anger. Revolver starts the duel by using Dragonoid Generator, which is a card where he pays 1,000 life points to summon 2 Dragonoid tokens twice per turn. And when he summons the first 2, he releases them to summon Cracking Dragon. And Yusak, or Playmaker, actually knew this was coming because he remembered that Knight of Hanoi that he first battled said that basically Revolver had given him Cracking Dragon. So Playmaker basically is going off the impression that Revolver is the true master of Cracking Dragon, so he knew it was coming. But anyway, that's how he ends off his first turn. But he also used his Dragonoid Generator to give Yusak, or Playmaker, depending on what you want to call him, we'll call him Playmaker just for sake of simplicity, gives him 2 Dragonoid tokens. And Playmaker receives those 2 Dragonoid tokens from Revolver and uses them to continue a Link summon. He starts off by attributing one of them to summon Link Spider. Then he summons Link Honeybot, or his Honeybot monster, excuse me. Then he uses it to ultimately summon Decode Talker, taking damage from Cracking Dragon as he does so, because if you remember Cracking Dragon's effect, it decreases the attack points of his monster by the number of stars that it has, and then Playmaker also takes damage equal to the amount of attack points that his monsters had lost. So, with all that being said, Revolver's doing this kind of poke, 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 poke thing like Blue Angel was doing, frankly. And Playmaker uses Decode Talker as well as a new card, Capacitor Stalker, to destroy Cracking Dragon. So Cracking Dragon is gone now, but Revolver summons Gateway Dragon and Sniff Dragon, or Sniff Dragon, and I kid you not, guys, that's literally the monster's name, Sniff Dragon. And Link summons Twin Triangle Dragon. It's also revealed that Revolver can use Storm Access to retrieve a monster when he does so, and Ignis is angry about this because that skill, it was revealed that Ignis created that skill, Storm Access, and it was meant specifically for Playmaker, no one else. But since Revolver can control the data storm, he kind of cheats and is like, screw you, Ignis, and retrieves the monster from the data storm. So it's kind of, if you guys remember back to Duel Monsters and the running gag with that, it's kind of a Kaiba screws the rules, but now it's Revolver screws the rules. Like, screw you, Ignis, I'll do what I want. And yeah, Ignis is really pissed about that. I don't know what else to say. I'm kind of angry about it too, because I mean, like, come on. But anyway, he uses the monster that he received from the data storm, Topological Bomber Dragon, and uses it to wipe out Playmaker's field. But they both take 800 points of damage due to Capacitor Stalker's effect, and the duel pretty much ends off, part 1 pretty much ends off, at the end with Revolver down to his last 100 life points and Playmaker down to his last 300 life points. So already part one, this duel is pretty much over, this speed duel. And spoiler alert, so if you guys don't want to get spoiled about the next few episodes, you might want to just turn off this recording right now, or this video right now. It's revealed that it's most like it's going to end in a draw, and they're going to move on to a master duel, which I kind of thought was going to happen when we found out that this duel was going to be 5 episodes long between Playmaker and Revolver. So it'll be very interesting to see what comes. It'll be very interesting to see how this speed duel ultimately ends in a draw, in my opinion. But overall, yeah, this is another great episode of Reigns. Yu-Gi-Oh! Is truly at its best right now, 9 episodes in. This episode gets a 8.5 out of 10. The only problems I had with it, like I said, were Revolver being able to screw the rules and use Storm Access, and a couple of other little things. But yeah, pretty much those are my thoughts about the episode. Reigns is really on a roll. I think this is like the 9th episode in a row that I've almost been able to give a perfect score for an episode. Very different for Yu-Gi-Oh! Revolver is an ultimate irony, in my opinion. But my opinions aside, in the comments section down below, let me know what you guys thought of this week's episode. Did you love it? Did you hate it? What were your thoughts on it? What are your thoughts about Revolver, of all people, being an anti-technology phobe? Just let me know what your guys' thoughts about all this are in the comments section down below, because as always, I enjoy hearing from you. All right, everybody, as always, Templar74 signing off. Have a great day, everybody, and I'll talk to you all next time. Goodbye, everybody.